take off the gift wrapping, and it's a book by Sarah Palin. And my expression was, oh my God. And of course, it was my daughter playing a joke on me. And since then, of course, saying to me, well, Dad, you're the one who says we should be receiving gifts with a welcoming heart, no matter what the gift. Right? So a little lesson in humility from daughter to father. I think that'll live on in our family for years. The gospel today, pretty interesting. The Magi, you know what? They're risk takers. They're like us. They follow this star to go and find this little one that's been born as king. They don't have MapQuest. They don't have a GPS system, nothing like that. They're dependent upon following the star. And of course, we're very familiar with the story. When they get there, they bring the gifts and so on. And the gospel writer Matthew points this story out specifically. And it fits Matthew in the sense that if you look back at Matthew, would interpret things a little bit differently, the background, in terms of wealth and so on. And in ancient times, one of the ways to indicate royalty was to make a connection with those who might be powerful and would pay homage or do homage to somebody. And so you have the Magi coming in, and the other thing about this as well is that it's people from outside the Jewish community who come and worship or pay homage to this little child. And they're not just anybody's. And we've had the shepherds representing just the rank and file of society. We have the angels representing godliness. And now, representing the special segments of society, we have the Magi coming. And in their own country, they were very highly regarded because these are the people who were the scientists of the day. They could interpret the signs, they could read the stars, they're the astronomers. All of that stuff rolled into one. And here they take the time to come out and do this. And it's really neat to see that connection from so far away from an empire, Persia, which is modern day Iran and Iraq, from what the Persians had at one time been a great, great empire. And so it's that kind of connection. We also know how, sadly, the story unfolds too. Herod sends his army into Bethlehem, and they murder every child under the age of 3. And that's a pretty sad moment too. And it's also a time when the Holy Family becomes a family. They've faced all this adversity, and we know, you all know, we've heard from people who have shared with us some of their life stories, either from the pulpit or a prayer group or other scenarios. That adversity can do two things in a family. You can divide the family, or, as most often is the case, bring the family together. The adversity that Jesus, well, certainly that Mary and Joseph faced, and obviously their baby Jesus with them, that adversity drew them together. So this particular day, the Epiphany, is a joining together of all of this. All of those who acknowledge that Jesus is the Savior. And then the Holy Family itself becoming a real family, facing adversity just as we know families face adversity. So it's a great moment for all of us in that regard. And I think we as a community family, we've faced adversity. Now, we're the risk takers, and we have quite a mixture of individuals, and we have met that adversity and continued on, and it's drawn us very close together. And that's part of the beauty of following Jesus. That again, if you open that door just a bit and let Jesus into your heart, amazing things begin to take place. And I know, personally, that amazement for me every Sunday when we get together is such a powerful part of reinforcing who I am. And so, I guess for our New Year, resolution or New Year's resolution, whatever we want to, phraseology we want to do it. I'm not talking about going to a gym, things that I should be doing. But we as a community, let us continue to be those risk takers that we have and continue to be, and to meet the challenges of dangerous unselfish.